I don't know if you realize this, Mrs. Miller, but your child is different, and she will need a lot of support. I remember that day vividly. Julia was about 2.5 years old when I brought her to the developmental pediatrician. After the doctor uttered those words, I really wasn't able to pay attention to what she was saying. All I heard were disabled, delayed, and below average. My thoughts were racing, and I was overwhelmed. Further testing yielded the same results, except this time, instead of below average, I was told she was significantly below average. The pessimism of so-called experts who didn't think Julia could ever live independently was crushing, but I wasn't going to give up. George and I spent years trying to find a school to address Julia's needs. It was an agonizing and often harrowing ordeal. We first tried a self-contained public school class. The children in Julia's class had a variety of issues, some behavioral and some developmental. It seemed more like a hodgepodge than a place of learning. Next, we tried enrolling her in a program that promised transformational results, retraining her brain and untangling her neural pathways. Yet, despite these lofty assurances, Julia continued to struggle, and I began to wonder if we would ever find a place for her. Finally, I came to Sinai. I remember meeting with Ms. Seema Kellner, the director of Sinai at Maya Note at the time. She told me not to worry and that she would work on designing a program just for Julia. At first, I was skeptical, but when she told me that Julia was more than a diagnosis or a test score on a piece of paper and that she was going to be okay, I realized that Sinai was really different. As a parent struggling for years with Julia's education, hearing this was incredibly heartening. For the first time, a school saw Julia for her true self, a warm, bubbly, and outgoing girl with immense promise and potential. Julia's Sinai journey started slowly. She first needed to learn how to learn. When she started, she could barely concentrate. The teachers needed to bring Julia out of the classroom every 5 to 10 minutes for a break so she could refocus her attention. But eventually, the Sinai staff got her to sit still long enough to receive instruction. And from there, she was off to the races. Within a year, she was reading words, writing her name, and doing basic arithmetic, things that every other school had failed to teach her. But Julia's education at Sinai has been so much more than just academics. The Sinai team has given Julia the confidence to learn and function independently, encouraging her to be the best she could be in the process. Under the guidance first of Ms. Kellner and now Ms. Alana Picker, yes. At Sinai, Julia has learned how to take care of her health and her mind. The Sinai team has taught her how to focus and how to work independently at her work-study jobs. They have taught her how to use her math skills at the store or the pizza shop and how to use her writing skills to send texts to her friends and emails to thank guest visitors to her classroom. And they have taught her how to give back to the community in a variety of ways, such as raising money for tzedakah and visiting with the elderly. Sinai has transformed Julia's life, and our family will be forever grateful to the Sinai team for giving her a place to grow. But to truly understand how much Sinai means to Julia, you have to witness how upset Julia is when she finds out there is a vacation or a break from school. This past January, we were planning to leave a few days early for vacation, and Julia was adamant that we change our departure dates so she would not miss a day of school. Ma, she said, I'm not leaving early for vacation. Maybe you should just go without me. I cannot miss school, not even a day. For Julia, missing even one school day is like leaving everything she treasures behind. Because for Julia, every day at school is a vacation. I thank all of Julia's teachers, therapists, friends, and family, especially Ms. Picker, for never giving up on Julia and helping her to achieve her full potential. Lastly, I would like to thank 3 very important people in Julia's life: her grandfathers, Paul Galley and Bernard Miller, and her aunt, Leah Cronenberg. All valued the importance of education and were highly devoted and invested in Julia's success. May their memory be a blessing. I am confident they are all incredibly proud of Julia's progress at Sinai and the beautiful person she has become. And now, let's hear from Julia. Yay, Julia!
Good evening. My name is Julia. When I first came to Maya, I was nervous about making friends. My teachers have helped me accomplish many things and become a mature adult. I will share some experiences with you. Each week, I meet with my Maya lunch cover, Devara and Nessa. We talk and laugh and eat lunch and share activities. I really enjoyed our training program. The 5K races, I build up my strength and feel the reward in my mind and body. A highlight was running the Yadley race with my father. When it's too cold, we do Pilates and yoga. I'm independent enough to work at Carly's Craze. I have helped organize. My other work is at a senior center. I help catch up with my friends Pat and Helen, who always have friendly smiles and are ready to chat. I look forward to seeing them. A favorite subject of mine is Reader's Theater. At first, I need a lot of help to read and practice and act out my part. At the end, I was able to perform Stone Soup. I love spending time with my Sinai and Maya Note friends and my great teachers. My teachers have taught me to have self-confidence and to face challenges. Miss Picker taught me some things are hard, but we do hard things. Thank you to my parents, my grandmother, and to everyone at Sinai for helping me.